What a beautiful day. Hello. It's only me. I am back. Yes, I am back. I think it's been a good 5 months, 4 months, 5 months since I got the cameras out. So yes, we are down West Aberthaw. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get set up. I did try and attempt to do a video for you last week down Sully Island, but the weed was absolutely... Is this a big rod stand or am I short? The rods of choice today, can you guess? Just knock that off. Can we guess what they are? If you know me that well, what are they? There's the tip. Can you see? Oh! It's not red whipping. It is silver and blue. Are we guessing what they are yet? Put that in there. They are the... Let me line the eyes up. They are the beautiful Tip Tornado Graphics Super Matches. Today, we're just going to have a bit of fun. 3-hook clip downs, dongles, size 2s and size 4s. 3-hook flappers with pop-ups on, 3-hook flappers without pop-ups on. So basically I've got crab, carp and bluey with me and some anchovies. So I'm just going to flick some baits out and see what's swimming around. Yeah, so attach your rod bottom to the side of the imp. Say this is £20. You might think £20 a bit much, but I've explained previously that there's so much stretch in £20 line. This will snap because there's no stretch in this because how short it is, because it's only about 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches. There'll be so much stretch in your main line that this will snap first. So a 3-hook dongle. Let's get a crab. Nice bit of Devon crab that I've frozen down. Give it a little bit of a... What I'll do... I haven't used these 3-hook clip down dongles before yet. I'm looking forward to it. So just a little bit of crab wrapped around the shepherd's crook. Just a little bit of elastic on there. Like that. Now because I'm using such small circles, they're size 2s I think these ones are. I don't want the hook in the bait, so I'm going to measure it up like that. And then elasticate the dongle alongside it, like that. Pull the shepherd's crook out. So we got a tiny little bait, about 1 inch long. That's that one. Let's get a section of bluey. So there's one, that's about right. I've got to measure, because I haven't done 1Z small before, I've got to kind of guess it really. Push the shepherd's crook through the middle, because it keeps it nice and straight then. Put a bit of elastic around it first. You know, don't be shy in using lots of elastic. So there's that one. We get the next one, lay it the other way around, get the hook just sitting above the bait. Perfect. Whip that on tight. Beautiful. There you go. About 1 inch long. One more. Tiny little strips of bait. Perfect for, say, like a rockling, a pouting, whiting. And still big enough and strong enough if there is a ray or an eel or something about. Right, let's go and get this out. This rig, got 15-inch snuds, 25-pound clear amnesia, 70-pound Aso Classic rig body. You don't need to go too heavy because I'm not going to smash it. Size 2s, I think them ones are. Size 2s, size 2s or size 4s. Very small bait's about 1 inch long. So the rig is probably around about 3.5 foot long. 200 gram lead. And then my rotten bottom system is pin and foam, because this place is very rough. So I'm using the casting specials today, loaded with 24-pound Cedra, I think it's Cedra Tournicast, and it's 0.40, which is the same diameter as Varivas Sport in 20-pound. And I like it. I love this line because it seems to have a glowing effect. You can see it. It's like it's glowing right the way out into the water. It's really nice. So let's go ahead and get this out. So I'm not going to go too far, so I'm only fishing for like small bits really. So nice long drop, swing back, lower the tip. Like that. It's always nice to get the first one out the way. It was a bit ropey. So not too far, probably about 80 yards. I say there's no power in that whatsoever. And then on the next one, I'm going to drop that even closer, probably half that distance. Anyone knows West Aberthaw, the tide is mental from left to right on the ebb. That's come around lovely in front of me now. So I put it up to about 11 o'clock. So if you cast too straight or slightly to the right, you'll be down there. So to be honest, I think it was still a bit too far for what I'm after, because there's quite a lot of tide on there. So this next one now, I'm going to do a 3-hook flapper, 2 up, 1 down, 18-inch snuds, 70-pound rig body, 20-pound amnesia clear snuds, and size 3 saltwater champions. But on these ones I got a little, I think it's 6mm. Yeah, a little 6mm Tronics pop-up. So I'm going to put half a crab on the top and middle. I'm going to put a little bit of bluey on the top one. So yeah, this is 2 up, 1 down. So the bottom Cedra swivel crimp, amazing little things they are, because it saves you from using so many components on the rig. That is set about 3 to 4 inches above the bottom, the lead. So that is the one that's fishing down. And then the two then, one's at the very top and one's bang in the middle. And then so on the top hook, what's that section of bluey? Bluey is a really, if you guys haven't used bluey, yeah, I think if there was one bait that I had to use for the rest of my life, it would be bluey. I've caught everything on it. Cod, blondes, hounds, husks, spurs, taupe, everything. Absolutely love it. 3 nice little baits. I don't know if you can see that. 3 nice little baits on a flat rig. Right, so nice and gentle. Not too far out, just nice gentle. Right about there. So what you'll find with these ledges, because this all ledge is pretty much the way out, every, I don't know, 5 meters, there is a drop. Some average 18 inches, some average 2 foot. And you'll probably find out there's always rockling and pouting running up and down inside the edges. Oh, there's a bite. Oh. Ah! Ah! Do you see that then? Come on. That looked like a pouting bite or a paw cod. Oh, you didn't get it. You see that then? Oh, there he is. I got 3 hooks on there, so. There is 0 tide up to about 40 yards out. But I put the right hand one out a little bit further than I should have, really. Probably about 80, 100 yards out. It was only a nice little flick. First cast as well, I got fresh line on him. Oh, yeah! Ah! Getting this excited. I'm going to leave that 10 minutes and go and bait another one up. Oh, he's there, look, he's there, the boy. He's there. I'm torn what to do. Do I just stick with small hooks? Do I get a 3rd rig out, but go for a ray out there? And it just alternate, yeah. That's what I'll do. I put 2 small crab. I'm going to put a crab on the bottom. Remember, these are size 2s now. Size 2s or size 3s, can't remember. Literally turned round and the line was on the ledge. This is on the flapper rig with the pop-ups. But obviously, I hope if he's on there, I hope I get it in, because yeah, he's there. We got a fish on. We got a fish on. I don't want to bully it too hard, but it's rough ground. So, first cast on the flapper rig. What do we got? Snaking back and forth. Oh, looks like I got a couple of fish. Oh, I have. Hey! Ah! I got 2 parted. Get me on the 5-man team. Get me on the shore league. Yeah. That's the result. Let me just get me in a puddle. And let me get this other rod back. I'll cast this back out. I'll put a bit of bait on this. Cast this back out. So yeah, result. Yeah, just move the rod down. I'm going to cast the other rod out. I've put those pouting in a puddle. And I got a bite on the 3-hook dongle. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm only going to lob this 60, 70 yards. Just nice gentle overhead. I've got crab on the bottom, carp on the top. Carp and squid. So just give it a gentle little flick. Slow that down, slow that down. That'll do. Buzzing with that, but yeah, absolutely buzzing with that. So yeah, I've baited up a few of the rigs now. The next rig I've got going out is on 150-pound rig body with a single 8-0 BMX. Is one of those fresh pouting. So I'm not going to bass it out there, probably 60, 70 yards. See if there's a bass out there. But I did have bites on this 3-hook dongle. So let's see if there's anything on there. That's jammed. It's jammed solid. Right. See if that breaks out a minute. So what I'll do, I'll get the other one. Get the other one in. fresh pout out on that. Go for a break on this one. Right. It's the joys of fishing rough ground sometimes. This one's out. Nothing on that one, I don't think. Oh, I think there is. I think it's small. Another pouting. Happy days, get out in a puddle. There's obviously quite a few pouting out there. So let's get the pouting out. See if there's anything there's got to be someone out there chasing with pouting, isn't there? Got to be. If there's that many pouting around about 60 yards out, there shouldn't be anything wrong about putting a dead one about 60 yards out, because there's got to be something chasing them. So yeah, nothing too. Just a little swing back. But there. Right. Keep that tight. Let's see if that catches anything. So ratchets on the right hand rod's a fresh pout. So the 3-hook dongle I cast out on the first cast, that seems to be jam solid. Got a bend in that rod. So I think that's got to be the 20-pound weak link. But who knows? Who knows what's going on out there? So let's see if we go for a break. She's out. That's the weak link. So weak link just went. Or a hook snapped. Snagged again. I felt something snap. Oh, and again, I bet those fine hooks. See, those fine hooks could wrap around dead line that's out there. I reckon I've lost one hook because I've lost the lead. So one hook and the lead I've lost, I reckon. Yeah, we're poaching an hour into low water. I've had 3 pouting and missed a bite on the dongle rig. So I got that fresh pouting is still out there on the right hand rod. It's been about 20 minutes now. And my last cast on left hand rod on the 3-hook flapper resulted in nothing. And I've just dropped a 2-hook flapper about 30 yards, see if we can get a rockling. So half a crab on each hook. So it'd be nice now to have a rockling. Yeah. So, I got a bite on the fresh pouting. Oh, here we go. Could be a small eel, but I've only got a single 8.0 BMX on there, so I'm gonna have to let it swallow it. It's probably a doggy. But yeah, it's been out there about 20-25 minutes. That's the first indication. There was a nice pull, that was. It seems to have stopped now. Yeah, while I'm letting that nice bite on a fresh pout develop, I'm going to have a little chat to you about why I haven't done videos, what's been going on, etc. Cut a long story short, I can't cut it short, but my father-in-law is not well. So if anyone knows my father-in-law Dave, and my whole life in the past, I've never really had a father. My dad left when I was about 9 years old. He wasn't a dad. Very, very horrible, nasty, just a horrible human being, you know, and I'm absolutely disgusted to share his surname Booker, but it is what it is. So basically, I've known of my father-in-law before I married my wife 20 years ago for a long time, because they only live a street away from me. but I've been with Beck now for 20 years, just 20 years last month. So anyway, I haven't really had a father figure. I was a runaway child, my mum couldn't control me, I was a nightmare. You know, I was in a young offenders at 15, hanging around with the wrong crowd. Dave fell ill. He came down with what he thought was a really bad sickness bug. But he had the poos, not the sickness. He went to the doctors. He had blood tests done. And then on the so he had the bloods on the Friday morning. 6 o'clock Friday evening, the doctor's ringing him. You need to get yourself to A&E now. So I rushed him into A&E 6 o'clock Friday evening, around about mid-November, and I was with him till about 4 o'clock Saturday morning in A&E. Took him about 9 hours to get to bed, like in a side room. Done tests on him. His cancer's come back, and it's come back bad. It's come back to level 9. He's been through it. They've also found a mass now in his bowel. There is no nicer guy than Dave out there. So pretty much from November and December and the start of January, I was in hospital every day. Seeing such a role model of a human being, was what I call Dad, in the way he is now. October last year, fit and healthy. He's 85. And people think he's in his 50s. They can't believe he's 85. He doesn't look 85, doesn't feel 85. He's great. He's he is an absolute role model. So I don't know, yeah, it's just one of them. I'm going to get upset thinking about it, but yeah, I think as a family, we're just going to, we're ready for whatever the future holds. What I'm pleading to you men in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, go get your prostate examination. So I've spoken to a guy or two, and they don't want a finger up the bum to check their prostate. I think their pride gets in the way. But at the end of the day, it's a matter between life and death. But that is the reason why I haven't done any videos, haven't been able to face the video. My mental health has just been up and down with my bipolar and everything. It's just gone through the roof. Like 1 minute, I'm the happiest person alive. On a flick of a switch, I'm more than happy to throw hands with anyone that stands in front of me. So, right, on that note, let's get back to the fishing. Yeah, so that pouting I cast out, lost it. So, I felt the weak link break, and as soon as the weak link broke, it went solid again. So wherever it landed, I had that nice bite. Wherever it landed, obviously, couldn't get hold of it. So, half hour till low. So I'm going to get another heavy duty, put it out. Change the solo to an imp. I'm really lobbing it in close. I don't like solo, see, I absolutely hate them. I went through a stage last year where I was using them on a taupe. You might have seen it on a video down Stackpole. No, not. They're great when they work, but now and again you seem to get a run off a taupe, drops a bait, and you're like, oh, what? Picks it back up, drops a bait again. What's going on here? Nothing, wind it back in, as an unclipped. It's happened a few times now, and you can't tell me one of those taupe won a nice 50-pounder. Fresh pouting. 2.80 BMX this time. It's only going to go out about 50 yards. A bit shorter. I don't know if you can see that tide line now. It's going to start flooding in a minute. So I'm going to try and get it this side, that tide line. It's only about 50 yards out. So just a gentle little flick. It's new line. I'm not going to bother somebody. Bit closer, bit closer. Oh, right on that tide line. Bang on it, bang on it. So right. Yeah, so that's a fresh, look at that tide already. And that's only 50, 60 yards. So I'm hoping now, with a scent going down that way, there might be something else. But there's a boat out there and they haven't moved, so they must be catching. I've been here 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours with 3 pouting and 2 missed bites. But I'm happy being out. See, I haven't done a lot at all in Bristol Channel. The sessions I have done, I've done obviously the white light, which was on the last video. I've done an all-dayer, I've done a monkey tump. I thought I had a cod that day, but I had a 15-pound eel. I had a thornback, a couple of dogs and a 15-pound eel. I went over to Sandspit. I had a blonde off Sandspit, first cast. That was nice, the only bite I had. And then I went to Friars early January. I fished 2 up, 2 down on like a storm. I had a couple of dogs and a whiting. Didn't see another fish come out. Last week I went to Sully. I had 2 casts, left early because the weed was horrendous. And now today. So I've done a lot in the Bristol Channel. Yeah, so I'm going to bait up these 2 rigs now. What was that in there? Oh, that's a rotten bottom. I think what I'm going to do... Where is that wrapped and tangled around that? I think I'm going to do the 3/8 flapper in close as norm, and then I'm going to bait up a dongle rig with a little bit of fish bait. I'm going to send it left with the tide as far as I can, see if there's a ray out there. Right. So the right hand one has got the fresh pout in, that tide line, and this one's only out about 30 yards. So let's have a look. That's a lead that's just snapped. Nothing on here. See how easy that 20-pound weak link snapped then? It's only on a short line as well, see? Not even touched them. Right. Right. Let's get the flapper rig. Occasionally through the every other year you do get the odd occasional wrasse off here. So that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But it's nice to christen these rods anyway. Yeah, so just going to run you through it again. 2 up, 1 down. 18-inch snuds. 20-pound amnesia onto size 3 saltwater champion. I've got the Cedra swivel crimps, making flapper rigs so much quicker, so much easier, because you haven't got to do crimp, bead, swivel, bead, crimp. So I've got 3 18-inch lengths of 20-pound amnesia onto size 3 saltwater champions, 70-pound rig body, and then pin and foam for the rotten bottom. Nice and simple. Let's just lob it out. I'm going to go a little bit up to the right on this one because I've been fishing around that area. The last 2 casts I haven't had a bite. So let's see if there's a rockling hole or something over by here. Ready? Only by there. That'll do. Lovely. I don't know how far it looks out on the camera, but it's only about 40 yards. Yeah, about 40 yards out. So, shouldn't be too much tide there. That's a bit slack. Or slacker. Should be nice now. If I have a rockling now, I'll be happy. Just a rockling. Come on, fish. So, let me just run you through all the equipment, the tackle and everything that I used today. The links will be on the video. These Century Tip Tornado Graphics Super Matches, built in grey and blue, which are really, really nice. They're 13'6", so I've tried to get the reel seat glued in place as far down so I was 4 fingers apart. Then I got a full length reducer in. Full length reducer is from a T800. Just needs a tiny, tiny little rubbing down to fit in. They're stuck in place now. I could probably get them out if I tried. Bike inner tube, that's a must when you cast in. And then some tennis racket grip. So, but I haven't put any tip tape on these yet. They're just still black. So, but the reels, normally like with this type of rod, I'd use like the 15 SD. I've loaded with 20 pound Cedra, but it's only 0.36. So which is like an 18 pound in most monos. Or I'd use a 12s, which are loaded with I think 0.32 or 0.30. But obviously here it's really rough ground, and if I caught a decent fish I wouldn't get it out, so I'm using the casting specials, loaded with Cedra Tournicast, 24 pound 0.40 and 100 pound Asso Classic. I got 8 ounce lead. Let's do some casts, is it? You know, I'm no tournament caster. I just think, you know, I can whack a bait, so I like to just swing it out to that side, bring it back, lower the tip. Still going. Ooh! Let me tighten that up. And that is a bloody long way. Drop down to about, I don't know, halfway between the spigot and my right hand. It's never spot on, I just kind of judge it. Right. Then there's a little flick out, a little flick back, lower the tip. I'm not even going to touch a mag. Ooh! 8 ounce lead on a Graphics Super Match. Beautiful! It's getting towards that time now. I think I'm going to pack. I packed the one rod away. Did a few casts. Very impressed with these rods. They're very light. They're a lot softer than the T9s. Obviously can't cast as far with them as I can the T9s or the T1s. But I think my next video, next week, as long as the weather's nice in between school runs, is I'm going to go off Penarth Pier or Cardiff Barrage and take my Conti setup down there. I got the Colmic 07s with power arrows. So I might go down there with the same flapper rig pop-ups. There's a chance of flounder, there's a chance of sole, there's a chance of bass, whiting. Also a chance for thornback, chance for cod as well, codlin. So I think that's going to be the next one. Because it is very quiet everywhere, very dead. So, right. Let's go ahead and get this in. Snag. That's the lead gone. Right. No, nothing on there. So I've gone 2.5 hours without a bite. The first hour looked really good. But that's the joys of winter fishing for you. There we are. It's a bit twisted, that one. 3 prime baits, not even touched. So yes, right. If you've watched my videos enough, you know the saying. I will be back. So until the next time, tight lines.